Hello. It's my Wednesday little tapping session for you. I've just come off a big session with a client doing lots of tapping. It made me yawn a lot. I don't know why today. So, I always pause at the start for any of you that are catching up because Instagram takes a little while to say that I'm actually on live, and then people join me halfway through and they're trying to catch up. So I'll just explain what we're doing today. I thought we would do some tapping around the topic of patience. My children are breaking up from school early next week. I know that quite a few people's children are already at home for 6 or 8 weeks in some cases. And as much as my kids are quite big now and they're fairly self-sufficient, I am very aware that having them back home again for quite a stretch of time, when still the summer activities aren't quite the same as they were before, maybe with holidays and things, patience can be stretched. Not just our own, as the mums in the house or the dads in the house, but the kids as well. So we're doing a little session, which you might want to catch up on when they are at home and pressing your buttons, to help you deal with any feeling of impatience that might come up for you. So firstly, what I would say is acknowledge it happens, okay? If you're feeling impatient, just say, yep, I am being impatient, because just having an awareness of how you're feeling can be enough to make that shift on its own. So don't just kind of fly through your day and plow into this feeling. Acknowledge how you're feeling, because just by doing that, you can actually change how you respond to a situation. Another way is obviously one of my favourites, and that is to have a little bit of tapping going on to make you feel better. So I've written a little script. There's a few rounds. It won't take us very long. What I'd like you to do this time is, when you use this video, if you're catching up later or if you join me live, is think about something that is making you feel impatient currently. There'll be something in your life which is doing your head in, maybe something about you that you're being impatient about with yourself, or someone that you're being impatient with, and tune into that feeling and rate it out of 10 as to how impatient you feel. 10 being, they are pressing all my buttons and I'm going to lose my shit, to 1 being, I'm absolutely well chill about that, it really isn't a problem. So when you've got that number, remember it, and then join in with this tapping, and I'll ask you to check that number as we go through. So we're tapping gently on the points that I will show you in the screen. I'll explain to you at the end what happens with your body when you do tapping. Even though, and you repeat that, I'm being so impatient, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Top of the head. I can't relax, and my routine has gone. I have no time for myself. There are things that must be done, and I want them done now. I don't want to be patient. I need it done now. I don't want to have to make allowances for others. Being patient drives me crazy. But I know this brings out the worst in me. So take a nice deep breath, carry on tapping on the side of your hand, and think about that situation that makes you impatient, and check that number. 10 being, I'm going to lose it. 1 being, I am absolutely fine. And see if that number has changed. It can go up or down, depending on the intensity of the situation. Even though my patience is being pushed to its limits, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I have no time for patience. Nobody understands how I feel. I can't get anything done. Who has time to be patient? All this stress about it is happening right now. Too much to do and no support. I just want to be alone. to get on with what I want to do. This need for patience is making me irritated. Take another nice deep breath in. Keep tapping on the side of that hand. It's quite important to do that. Check in with yourself again about that situation that makes you feel impatient, or that person. How intense is that feeling? 10 being nuts, 1 being fine. See if that number's changing. It may be going down. Even though the simplest of things is taking too long, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I forgot what it's like to have everybody at home. All the juggling of all the things. And now I have their social diary as part of my already busy day. It feels overwhelming and frustrating. I just want my life to be simpler, without all of the requests and expectations of others. I need time to myself, but there is no time for my needs. Take a deep breath in. Keep tapping on the side of the hand. Check that intensity of impatience, see if it's going down. You might be yawning a bit, feeling a bit sleepy, feeling more relaxed, or you might be feeling quite agitated because you're really tuning into that negative emotion that you can start to release. Even though I am expecting to have my patience stretched, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. What if it doesn't have to be this way? What if I can set some clear and safe boundaries and say no? How I feel is my choice. Just because I have been impatient in the past doesn't mean I have to be like this in the future. I can break the pattern. I can still give myself the time I need. I need this time to myself for my own sanity. And my family need this for their own safety. Take a deep breath. Keep tapping on the side of the hand. Because I think a lot of the time the mums in the house set the tone, which might be a little bit harsh for me to say, but we do. I know that if I get grumpy and impatient, the whole house feels a bit crappy. It upsets my husband, my kids start to try and avoid me. So if I can change how I feel, the ripple effect can be lovely. Last round. Even though I have been so impatient in the past, I deeply and completely accept myself. Patience is a virtue. I can create some patience. It feels good to be patient. And it feels safe to be patient. It is time for me to be patient. I choose to be patient now. I am feeling calm and patient. I can enjoy being patient and know that it is best for my health and wellness. I deserve to feel calm and patient in all situations. And I love how it brings out the best in me. Take a nice deep breath in. Shrug those shoulders up. Let them sink right back down, and you may find that they've gone down a little bit lower than when we started. So those of you who are in your summer holidays or are just about to go into summer holidays, and it doesn't matter if your child is 3, 13 or coming home from university at 23. We're all going to have a change of dynamic in the home. We're all going to have our patience tested. Now is the time to be kind to yourself, listen to what you need, listen to what others need, and work together to create a really nice harmony over the next few weeks and not get at each other, okay? So take a few seconds out before you react to anything and make the decision that's best for you and your family. This tapping will also help you, so feel free to use it again whenever you feel the need. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm always on the DMs, and I will see you next week.